Hi everyone, how you going? This month's design team challenge for Gina Ahrens is all about Gina's stamps and sending some in Happy Mail. So I thought I would make a little stamp pad with some of Gina's stamps and use that to send as my Happy Mail. Pardon me. I decided to use set 8, which is Ellie and Friends, and I just love these images. But Gina has got so many stamp sets out now, it's really worth your while to go over and have a look at all her stamp sets. They're really awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to use is, I've got some pieces of, this is just like photocopy paper. I had a few like half pieces and I decided to cut them down to 2.5 inches by 4 inches. So I've got a good stack of those, and I've got some cardboard which I've cut at 3 inches and 8.5. So the plan is to have the cardboard as the cover. Alright, so I'll just put the cardboard over there for the minute and work on these. So I'll get the stamps out that I want to use, just to show you a few. There's that one. And maybe that one. Okay. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a few stamped images. I don't really need that there yet, do I? Alright, so I've got Ellie, the little elephant. I haven't used this stamp pad for a while. I don't know if I need to re-ink it. And going to stamp Ellie out. Now I'm going to do a few of these in different colours. I'll do a green as well. And to make the little booklet, I think I'd need around about 15 to 20. So that's the next one. So if I just do a few of each colour, of the images. Okay, I'll just change that one and maybe that one. So I'm going to see how I go with these two together, the stamping. Oh, that looks cool. And a black set. I've just finished stamping out my pieces of 2.5 by 4 inch pieces of paper using Gina's set number 8, the Ellie and Friends. And I've done quite a few, and I'm just thinking I'm going to break that into half to make the little booklet. So I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I've done a couple of each one, so I'm just trying to split them up the best I can. It's a smile. Rabbits. Okay, that'll do. So in this pile I've got, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In that pile I've got 11, and in this pile I should have about the same, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So bring that one over there. 12, 13. Alright, that'll do. Okay, so I've made 2 little piles. Now, some of my papers are just a little bit longer than the 4 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I've got up the top here, like if you've got it turned that way, just the top of the papers, I'm going to make sure that they're all even up the top, because I'm going to run a bead of glue down there. Now I want something to hold them with, which is sitting here right beside me. So I'm just going to use some of these binding clips just to hold all the papers together. Put one on either side. So that one and that one. I'll do that. I'll do them both at the same time. What am I going to have on the front of this one? That one I'll do. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure they're all pretty even up the top of my pile. There's a clip on that side and another clip on this side. Okay, so I've got those clipped together. So all I'm going to do now is get my tacky glue. I'll just move these out of the road a bit. You want to get some tacky glue and either a skewer or a toothpick, because we're going to run a layer of a bead of glue right along the top on each one. So and it just needs to be just a thin layer of tacky glue along the top. there's that one. And I just use, so that it's not left all clumpy, I just use a skewer and just gently run the glue. I gently just press the glue along the top of the papers, and you have to have them pretty even up the top so that a little bit of glue is at least going to attach itself to all the papers so they don't fall apart. Just need a little bit more glue there, I didn't put much out. There, that's better. So you just have to make sure that tacky glue is touching at least all your papers up the top there. There we go. Just rip that off that side. And then we just put that aside and let it dry somewhere. And I'll do the next one. So you just have to remember that up the top where you're going to put the glue, it needs to be rather straight. And just run the glue, just use this, your toothpick or a skewer, and just run it along there. Make sure it's caught at the back. Okay, and then just set it aside to dry. When I done my first ones, I actually let it dry overnight, and bring you in the one that I have already left dry overnight. Now, I'm not sure how much you're going to see, but the glue along the top there is all dry, and it has turned this into like a little notebook. So how cool is that? So from here, I got a piece of just coloured cardboard, and this cardboard is 3 inches by 8.5. So when this is folded over, this little book is going to sit in there really nice and snug. Right, so I'm just going to get my boning tool. I don't have a scoreboard yet, and right, let's start again. You just find the centre of your 8.5 inches and just go like one little notch either side of the centre, and I'm just going to score it just so that I get an easy fold. And then just bring your paper up, and I scored that crooked. Good on you, Wendy. That's okay, we'll fix it up. Right. I don't normally use a ruler, I just normally eyeball it. So I've got one fold there and the other one didn't mark, so I'll just mark that again. Didn't press down hard enough. Okay, that should be better. And just fold the other one. Just let me fiddle with this for a minute. There we go. Okay, so when you do that, you end up with just like a little lip on it, like a little spine. And if the papers didn't turn out even like that, because I didn't measure it properly, you just get your ruler and a cutting knife, cutting blade, and just snip that little end off there. There we go. So it's all even and you've got that little lip just there. Okay, just put these over to the side. Oops. Okay, so that when you open it up, you've got your little, you can put your little book in there. So all I did then was get some double-sided tape, and I've only got this, what's this size? This is a 1/2 inch. I only have the 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to put a little bit of the tape and I'm going to cover that little spine that I made, and just down on the back. So I've put my tape over that little spine that I'd made and let it come down to the back. Now fold that back up like that, and then just my little booklet that I've made with Gina's stamps, press that into the little spine and just fold it over and press it down. So there you have your little booklet, and it's all ready to be sent out in Happy Mail. And when they want to use the images for, you can use it for ATCs or index cards or just normal cards, all they have to do is just rip out one of the pages and just cut what they want to use. And I've left them uncoloured so that the person that receives it can actually colour it themselves. That's a pretty cool little notebook. Bit of excess sticky there. And on the front of it, I am going to stamp it. I might use the little birdie one or the little owl. No, I use the little birdie on the front. Put that in there. And just stamp him down there. and grab my marker. I might do this in pencil first, just so that I don't mess up the writing. Okay, so I'll just let that dry for a little bit before I rub the pencil out. But then you can just decorate the outside of it however you want. So I might just do some faux stitching. And there you have it. How cool is that? Made a little notepad where the recipient can rip out the pages of the stamped images, colour them in or paint them, do whatever they want, and put them on their ATCs or index cards or in a journal. And it just makes a really cute little Happy Mail package, and that was the one that I ripped out, so I'll just put that one, just slot that one back in there. This is the little finished Happy Mail notepad. That was the one that I ripped out before, so I ripped it out so that you could see how easy it still was to rip out. And it's just full of Gina's awesome little stamps from her set number 8, Ellie and Friends. So I've done that one there, and then I have done this one, and you can colour them or cut them out and use them on your other projects. I have done a few so that I can send it out for Happy Mail, and just different little images on the front. And this just says Gina Ahrens Design Team Challenge. This is the Happy Mail part. There's another little one with all the little images. And the last one that I done into little notepads with Gina's stamped images on it for Happy Mail. Okay, hope you enjoyed, and please go over and have a look at Gina's stamps. I think she has got some new designs out, I'm not really sure. Since last time we met, I think she has, so it'd be well worth your while to go over there and have a look in her shop anyway. And all the links for Gina and the other design team members' projects will be down in my description box. Okay, you have a great day, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.